Hi, my name is Aaron Lee. I'm a fifth year industrial engineer. I was initially a materials engineer here at Cal Poly when I first started. My father decided that it should be best for me to get into industrial engineering where you have the business aspect of the curriculum. At the same time, you also have the engineering background where you can get creative and be innovative and design a lot of different cool things. I think it was the best choice for me to make the switch to industrial engineering because here at Cal Poly, we always emphasize on learn by doing. Cal Poly really has engraved that model into our academic careers, and I believe that industrial engineers are not out to invent things, but we're really out there to innovate things.
I decided to be an industrial engineer because my older sister, one of her good friends came to Cal Poly and was an industrial engineer, and I never previously heard of the major, and she introduced it to me, and it seemed to be a good fit for me because I really enjoyed math and I really enjoyed art, and industrial engineering fit really well for me because you're allowed to be artistic. There's a lot of math incorporated in it. It's great connections to industry. You get to know people in industry. You get to do hands-on projects with them, and we get to see our projects actually be put in real life situations, and a lot of times they're actually put into use, and industry takes our ideas. So industrial engineering was a great fit, great major.
Allie, weren't you also a star soccer player here at Cal Poly?
Actually, yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to play soccer while I went to Cal Poly, and what was really nice is that industrial engineering, the faculty and the staff, they were very supportive of athletes, and they are understanding and they're accommodating, and so doing school as well as soccer at the same time, this major was perfect for me, and just that I was fortunate enough to be able to do both at the same time.
So here at Cal Poly, we are actually called to be hands-on. So at the end of our curriculum, there is a class we have to take. It's called the senior project class. It's a senior capstone class where you enroll and you essentially come up with a project that relates to what you've been doing in your major throughout your college career. Allie and I had the opportunity this year to be part of a multidisciplinary senior project where we team up with 6 aerospace engineers and 2 mechanical engineers, and of course Allie and I are the 2 industrial engineers. We had a group of 10 students that were working to design an unmanned aircraft vehicle for agriculture use. Essentially, what this unmanned aircraft vehicle is going to do is it's going to spray pesticides and insecticides on crops all over the world. Our team was chosen to be allowed a grant to build a prototype of this project. We've been traveling extensively throughout the past 2 quarters to companies such as Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, Edwards Air Force Base, and Boeing in Seattle. So we've been presenting our senior project idea to a lot of industry-based people. These guys are top-notch aircraft designers. They give us awesome feedback in terms of our design.
Our Para-Ceres is actually a remote control aircraft, and so the person who's flying it actually has a remote control hands-on control device where they're flying it. And the first time we flew it, we got it up in the air and it was flying, and the person who was in control, he cut the throttle, and that caused the parafoil to go into a pendulum effect when you're landing it. And we learned from there you're not supposed to cut the throttle when you're so close to the ground because then it creates a pendulum effect, and then ultimately our aircraft crashed on the ground. So the next time we were able to switch things up a little bit, and when we flew it, it flew for a very long time and it got much higher in the air, and it was a very successful flight. So it was cool to see how we learned from our previous mistakes, and then from there we were able to change things and ultimately get our aircraft to fly.
Now, this is a multidisciplinary in aspect where Allie and I aren't just doing industrial engineer topics. I mean, we've done cost analysis, facility layout, but we're also participating in non-industrial engineering related aspects of the project. This has been a wonderful project, and we were really glad that we worked with other majors within the engineering department.
You have to learn to work as a team, and you have to learn how to accommodate one another and how to make cohesive decisions. And ultimately, it's you get to just learn as a team on how to make decisions and how to develop your ideas, for all of you to understand and agree. We got to camp out in the desert and spend the night there and do a lot of testing. And it's just, these are things we would have never been able to experience if Aaron and I weren't able to be a part of this team. We were able to get these industries, their contacts, and we can give them our resumes. And now we got job opportunities through this project. And even though we're not aerospace engineers, it's like these companies are still interested in us because they aren't looking for just aerospace. They're looking for industrial, and it's just how to work in the team aspect. So that's why we've really enjoyed this project.
Cal Poly Industrial Engineering has really prepared me for my future career.